My name is Elaina and I am founder and director of Resonance Mind Body Music. I hope that you enjoy these practices today. What I was trying to come up with when I was thinking of how to do a practice for a warm-up before you go to practice your instrument, I was thinking of some heart-opening poses, some poses that would allow for creativity and flow and just a general sense of ease when you approach your instrument. So what you'll find in this series is a few sun salutations, a few half sun salutations, and just a general sense of following the breath as you move the body. And so if you have not practiced much yoga before, you might even just like to listen to the video and to follow the instructions and cues on breathing initially, because so much about what we do in yoga is following the rhythm of your own breath. If you are an avid practicer of yoga, you might feel comfortable going through the series with me as we go through the video together. So some of the poses that I've included are some balance poses, because as we know as musicians, one of the biggest things that we have to think about is balance. Balance in our lives, balance in our playing, balancing a phrase, balancing in an ensemble, and also balancing just simply how much practice you're doing, whether it's yoga or music, or how much of everything that you're taking on in your life. So balance is a really big part of this practice, and we will see tree pose and also dancer pose toward the end of the practice as your peak poses here. So how can you incorporate yoga into your daily life? I would say just finding some time to make time for practice. So just as we make time to practice our instrument, make time to practice yoga as well. It can be a really useful tool as you are developing your skills in your instrument, and it can allow you to have just some time and space to breathe and stretch and find some motion in the body. So I hope that you enjoy these videos. The first is one that you'll find will help you to center yourself before practice, give you a couple heart opening poses as I mentioned before, inhaling and exhaling, finding space. And I hope that you enjoy practicing with me, and thank you so much for joining me.
We'll begin this practice standing, finding your way to the center of your mat, allowing yourself to take a breath, and then slowly begin to rock back and forth on the toes, letting the arms swing gently by your side. Continuing to breathe as you cross the arms at center, sweeping out and up, inhaling, reaching toward the sky, and slowly folding down, letting the head hang heavy, gently shaking the head, yes and no. Inhaling to come halfway up, lengthening the spine, slowly folding forward as you exhale, letting the head hang heavy once again before drawing the body all the way back up to center again, raising the arms overhead and drawing the hands to heart center, lifting the feet up off the mat, taking another breath, letting the arms swing, crossing at center, reaching out and up, and folding again. Inhaling to come halfway up, exhaling to fold, and on your next inhalation, drawing yourself all the way back up to the top, sweeping the arms out and up, inhaling and exhaling with the hands at heart center. Inhaling, releasing the arms, swinging out and up, reaching toward the sky, and exhaling to fold forward once again. Inhaling halfway up, lengthening the spine, and exhaling to fold. Taking a few rotations in the wrists before drawing the body back up, hands overhead, then to heart center. Inhaling and exhaling, rocking on the feet, swinging the arms out and up as you inhale, and folding forward. Inhaling halfway up, lengthening the spine, and exhaling to fold forward, placing the hands down on the mat, and the feet back behind you into a plank pose. Finding the wrists under the shoulders, slowly lowering the knees to the mat, knees, chest, chin, lifting gently into baby cobra. From baby cobra, tucking the toes, pushing into the hands, and drawing the hips back toward the sky into your first down dog of the practice. Checking in with the feet, releasing the head and neck. Inhaling and drawing the hands back, the feet forward, folding into a forward fold. Inhaling to come halfway up, exhaling to fold forward, and inhaling, drawing the body all the way back up to center and the hands at heart center. Taking another breath here, allowing yourself to notice the breath, release the arms, crossing the arms at center, sweeping out and up, inhaling and exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling halfway up and exhaling to fold. Walking the hands out on the mat, reaching the toes back, finding your way into plank pose, aligning the wrists beneath the shoulders, slowly lowering knees, chest, chin, down to the mat. Slowly inhaling into cobra and exhaling, push back into down dog. Taking your time to find the right placement for your feet, noticing your stance, and then lifting the right foot off the mat, reaching the foot back behind you, drawing the knee to the elbow 3 times. Inhaling and exhaling. On the 3rd time, drawing the right leg all the way through and placing it between the hands on the mat. Dropping the left knee down to the mat, lifting up and reaching the arms toward the sky for a small back bend. Inhaling as you open the heart and exhaling, drawing the hands back to the mat, tucking the toes and pushing back into down dog, reaching that right leg out and off the mat, giving it some space, and then walking out through the feet. Inhaling, drawing the left leg back, drawing the knee to elbow 3 times on the left side before drawing the left leg through and down to the mat. Finding that placement for the left foot between the hands, slowly lowering the right knee to the mat and reaching the arms up and back into a small back bend. Releasing the arms as you exhale, placing the hands back onto the mat and reaching the feet back, slowly inhaling and exhaling in down dog. On your next breath, walking the hands back, the feet forward, and hanging heavy in forward fold. Inhaling to come halfway up, lengthening the spine, and exhaling to fold forward, rotating in the wrists. Slowly bringing the body all the way back up to standing again, reaching the arms out and up, drawing the hands to heart center, rocking from heel to toe. Inhaling, releasing the arms, swinging them at your sides. Inhaling to cross at center, sweeping out and up, and exhaling to fold. Inhaling halfway up, exhaling to fold, and walking the hands out onto the mat, drawing yourself into plank pose. Slowly lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling, placing the hands down on the mat, pushing back into down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. releasing the right leg, drawing the right knee to left elbow 3 times, inhaling and exhaling before drawing the right leg between the hands, dropping the foot onto the mat, and adjusting your stance to allow yourself to come up to Warrior One. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the left leg behind you, releasing the arms and exhaling, placing the hands on the mat and allowing the feet to come back to down dog. Inhaling and exhaling, walking the feet forward, the hands back, hanging heavy in a forward fold. Inhaling to come halfway up, exhaling to fold forward, and inhaling, drawing the body back to standing again, sweeping the arms out and up and drawing the hands to heart center. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the arms, continuing to energize the body, sweeping the arms overhead, inhaling and exhaling, placing the hands down on the mat in front of you, reaching the feet back into plank pose. Slowly lowering as you exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into Cobra and exhaling, drawing yourself back into down dog. Inhaling, and as you exhale, releasing the left leg back behind you, drawing the left knee to right elbow 3 times, increasing your energy, increasing your strength, drawing the left leg through, placing it between the hands, and slowly inhaling to bring the body up to Warrior One. Noticing your stance, adjusting as you need to, lengthening the spine, releasing the arms as you exhale, and slowly lowering the hands back down to the mat, reaching the legs back behind you into down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling as you walk the feet forward, the hands back. Exhaling, hanging heavy in a forward fold. Inhaling to come halfway up. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, raising the arms up and overhead, drawing the body back to standing. Releasing the arms at your sides. Taking another breath. Finding comfort in your standing pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Getting ready to shift the weight into the left leg. Lifting the right foot off of the mat and deciding where you'd like to place the foot for tree. So you can choose to have the foot below the knee along the calf or above the knee along the thigh. Allowing the hands to rest at your sides or overhead or in heart center for your tree pose. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing yourself to find a focal point on the ground. Letting the breath remain steady, inhaling and exhaling. Strengthening the left leg as you continue in this pose. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing the arms and releasing the leg, walking out on the mat, allowing yourself to swing the arms gently at your sides. Inhaling and exhaling, slowing down that momentum, and then shifting the weight into the right leg as you draw the left foot onto either the calf or the thigh. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing the arms to remain at your sides or reaching up and overhead, or drawing the hands to heart center. Inhaling and exhaling, strengthening the right leg as you continue to guide your gaze to your focal point. Inhaling and exhaling, remaining in tree pose as long as feels comfortable for you, noticing the breath, noticing the alignment of the hips and shoulders. Slowly inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling, slowly releasing the arms to your sides and the foot back to the mat when ready. Walking out on the mat, releasing the arms, letting them swing at your sides. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly finding the momentum slows, drawing the right foot off the mat, pointing the toes, and then placing the right foot into the right hand, slowly shifting the weight forward, extending the left arm, and coming into dancer pose. Inhaling and exhaling, noticing the equal and opposite extension of the right leg and the left arm. Releasing dancer pose when you feel ready, slowly returning the body, both feet on the mat, walking out through the feet, releasing the arms at your sides, letting the arms swing back and forth, taking some time to find your way back again to stillness. Inhaling and exhaling, pointing the left toes and placing the left foot into the left hand, slowly dipping the body forward, extending the right arm, and reaching back with the left arm and left leg. Inhaling and exhaling, finding once again that equal and opposite extension, finding energy from the right fingertips all the way through the body back to the left toes. Inhaling and exhaling, returning the body to standing once again. Walking out on the mat, swinging the arms at your sides. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling to cross the arms up overhead and exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling halfway up, extending the spine, and exhaling to fold, placing the hands back onto the mat and coming down into hands and knees. Inhaling and exhaling, preparing the body for a series of cat and cow poses. Inhaling as you take the crown of the head up and exhaling as you arch the back. Inhaling, letting the belly hang heavy. Exhaling, drawing the navel back toward the spine, arching the back. Continuing with this inhalation and exhalation, noticing the spine, noticing the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Slowly returning to tabletop and then allowing yourself to fall gently back into child's pose, lengthening the arms on the mat, choosing to take the knees wide or the knees close, finding your best way into this resting pose. Inhaling, expanding in the back, and exhaling, deepening into this pose. On your next breath, returning to tabletop for a moment before shifting back into a seated pose on your mat. Lengthening the spine as you find your way into a comfortable seated pose on your mat. Inhaling, and as you exhale, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhaling to return to center and exhaling, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. Continuing this gentle stretch on each side, noticing the breath and noticing the space created on the opposite side of the neck. Inhaling, and as you exhale, extend the left leg on the mat in front of you, reaching the arms overhead and drawing the hands down toward the extended leg, either placing the hands on the shins or grabbing onto the foot if that's available to you. Inhaling, and as you exhale, releasing the foot, taking both legs out onto the mat now and folding forward. Once again, either grabbing onto the calves or the feet. Inhaling and exhaling, slowly releasing, drawing the left leg up toward the body and placing the left foot on the right inner thigh. Slowly folding forward, lengthening the body, reaching toward either the shin or taking hold of the foot. Releasing when ready, shifting the body forward on the mat and slowly lowering down into constructive rest pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Once in constructive rest pose, allowing the spine to extend on the mat beneath you. Getting ready to draw the right knee toward the chest, extending the left leg on the mat as you rotate in the right hip, taking a few small circles with the right leg, taking the right knee across the body and extending the right arm in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling in this spinal twist. Slowly returning to center, drawing the knee to the chest once more before placing the right foot back on the mat and drawing the left knee to the chest. Inhaling and exhaling, extending the right leg on the mat, rotating into the left hip now, taking a few circles with the left leg before drawing the knee across the body and taking the left arm out, gazing over in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling in this spinal twist. Slowly returning to center, drawing the knees toward the chest and rocking back and forth gently, giving the lower back a gentle massage before extending the legs and allowing the arms to rest at your sides in Shavasana Pose. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing yourself to rest and breathe at this point in your practice. Slowly beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes, drawing the knees toward the chest and rocking gently from side to side. Slowly dropping to one side, curling up into a ball for a moment. Inhaling and exhaling. Shifting into a seated pose when you're ready. Finding your way up slowly, lengthening the spine, and finding your way into a comfortable seated pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Taking a moment to notice the sensations in the body. Drawing the hands to heart center, folding forward, sealing in all of the benefits of your practice, and sharing what remains with those around you. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.